Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Philadelphia Phillies starter. Bryce Harper. Third base, number 28, Alec Bohm. Number 3, Jeremy Pena.
Was able to give it to it, but a 12-6, and with the Phillies being a high swing,
it's the Yankees. His 2-2 is a breaker that's fouled. Torber gets him looking. And here, Castellanos and Bohm following
Haskins has. You see the 5 home runs. He got hot.
Loves to pull the ball over there. 2 up, 2 down, and Ariel's at first. And Martin Maldonado. 1-2-3 first. That's the inning. MVP. Jordan Alvarez bats third.
Which Astros are at the plate?
Now to 0-1 pitch. Fouls it off. Churning him through. And the replacement flies again. He goes back to the fastball and
he single-handedly won him the first to get a called strike.
3-1.
Alvarez got to pitch. This is the irony here. You've got to match up here against anybody he faces.
Pitch. Bregman and ends this first.
High swing percentage on the first pitch.
He's down on 3 pitch.
See that lateral movement up and that.
Verlander. 2 away.
Ball has Nick Castellanos and Bohm when he.
Bouncing ball to third. Foul. Another 0-2 from Verlander. And he's retired the first 6.
2 strikes. That's where the strikeouts come against
regular season. He goes. Astros on the board.
You don't mind get it away. And what the Astros do.
Here's his 2-2. That one, McCormick. Castellanos' throw is
break. But a jam shot
on base, only in the app.
Get him to aggressively swing. It's got to be high, though.
Runner takes off, comes through, and it's 2-0 Houston.
A fastball down. A breaking ball.
Altuve struck out.
Couldn't hit a fastball at all when he first got that 4-seam fastball. He gets
over for the first time for Alex Bregman. Just in time.
Got that ball in the glove like, uh-oh, I got addition.
Brennan to the seats and out of play.
Because this
2 pitch. Breaks off.
Foul. Anything that comes your way.
This is for Jeremy Pena to open the third. Not in time, and an
good things happen. Great 5-3. I know.
Home runs. Disciplined again.
Settle in.
Kyle Tucker watches strike 2. Base.
7, 8, 9. Those are 9 boxes in the strike zone.
Nola throws and Tucker foul. And got soft.
Or if he did, he played it off.
2 takes ball 3 and he's worked off. At the wall, Kyle Tucker. That wasn't firing on all cylinders on his first time up. He's 38 years old. Has got it. And Gurriel's
out in front in this game. They
whole thing. Found it. And that's that for the Astros.
Both of the shoes.
Was one of those strikeout victims. Saw a lot of pitch.
And so what he's got power for.
And fires 2-2. 1 away in this.
Justin Verlander, first time through the order, throwing.
Out of the game for the Phillies. Harper was acquired in March of 2000. The Phillies now sit down. His only play is at first.
Field come into play for Bryce Harper.
Just with an 0-1. Harper Hoskins.
An easy score. Now they still might here with Nick Castellanos.
From Verlander. Check swing and a break. Nick Castellanos goes down to that. Got a break. He's finding it offensively here in the 4th.
Well, they did it against San Diego.
Have been doing throughout the postseason. Big 4 of the last 5. 2-2. It's another fastball and a pitch from Verlander. It's the first breaking ball. Gene Segura, first game of these playoffs. On this 1-1, it's Altuve. But the Phillies get back.
Umpire and third base umpire be on alert for those calls.
Well, Maldonado's out number 2.
About anything, and you know that's the last thing they
2. Into the gap. He's got it.
And on the first pitch, it would be right here.
Pitch. Real Muto. McCormick and Alvarez on the move, and it's off. Run double.
Ball. Looks like the runner reads it incredibly back into the game.
Well, if you haven't watched 2 to Harper, shift. 2 out.
Just reached out and got a huge hit.
It's 1-2 from Verlander. He's down on a shot.
Pena out. If he goes right.
Is home with a 2-2, and Pena's down. Alvarez, lone man on the left side. He drifts back.
Ranger Suarez pitched 5 innings.
Pitch. Bregman down swinging on that.
Which they won.
Tucker for the first out of the 6th.
Flex your strengths, hide your.
This is 1-2. Stop. Watch his strike.
Right now, well, 2 things that statement is going.
Bada bing, bada boom. 6.9 ERA otherwise. And this is see what it looks like out of the pen. It's put in play. It's not an easy play. And go.
Boy, it happens in a World Series, and you never know, because if he gets the call down,
2-0.
This when he's ahead in the count is where man's
on 2-1. Higura going out. It's Castellanos with a catch. On a 2-0. McCormick pokes it foul. Beat the odds to make it to pro ball out of Division 1 pitch. Fouls it off. And
man, you know, intuitively everyone thinks that
it comes. McCormick watches ball 4. A couple of times the game has 2-0 pitch. Play across the diamond in time. Came on for Verlander and an easy play for Tucker. And the first out. Walked and scored his last time. Lands. It's played in the World Series for the Phillies. Over the mound, Abreu waits on it, and then it's kicked.
The way he thought, hits him on the heel.
Got the bigger names in there. He's no longer the face. 2-2 pitch. Hoskins is down swinging. The bottom of the 6th. There goes Schwarber. Pitches low. Maldonado's throw. In the championship series, and now Bryce Harper. More recently, what Juan Soto did to carry the pitch. Harper takes ball 4 on the base.
Pressure's on the pitcher. But if the hitter expands
for a postseason team, he says that's why he chose the Castellanos. Chases this time. He better find it in a hurry. Top of the order for. One gone in this.
Alvarez, and I believe the 5th inning of a
pitch. Punches it to first. Hoskins game 1. He's coming in out of the
team to the World Series. This moment's not too big.
7th is 1-0. In their first strike. Came out of the bullpen twice. 3-2 to Alvarez. Got him swinging. Other and Rafael Montero.
Yeah, a little smaller version.
Having a breakout year. And striking out ball. Montero's somebody who had parts of 4 years with the New York.
Had to rest because they had a bye in the first round. But
on a 1-2 pitch, it has room. 2 gone in the 8th.
Do who they had to beat.
Segura with 2 gone. Carves right through him in the 8th. Part of the order for the Astros. Alex Bregman. First one to Bregman. Is pitcher in the National League this year.
That guy has been a wrecker
tonight, where the game can make stars. And the go.
Yuli's going to be hitting a fastball over 95 miles.
First. He's got it to second one. Segura to first. Said he started to trust it early on in this post. 0-2. Goes back there and gets him in the 9th.
Nothing straight.
Is 0-1 pitch. Inside court. The Astros, they got 2 in the 2nd, the regular season. Jose Altuve, and Marsh is the first out. In the World Series for the first time, Philly Schwarber. Watch his strike.
Reese, same kind of hitter. He'll struggle against break.
Hoskins. The infield, it's Pena. This game had it all the way. Walk-off home run for the Boston Red Sox. 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. Hey, we might have a long one going again. 3-2. It's
hitting aspect in the batting practice.
Swing and a miss. Fifth inning. 1-2. Elton still coming. That ball's down. And there goes Altuve. Throw from the out. That close. That is on. Deal his way into scoring position.
The double. Now they can't play as deep.
1-1 pitch. Field. Castellanos. Foul. 2 in the 5th. From Garcia. Real Muto. Back goes Tucker at the wall. It's good. Now 2 gone here.
Had a chance, but boy, he went as high.
Go ahead home run in this game. What's going through?
Real Muto. Hit of the game. Big turn, comes back to first. Somebody who's been awful defensively. Go to second. Pena late to first.
Houston's going to go through the whole postseason without losing.
1 pitch to Bohm. Bregman with a bare hand. It's his only chance. I think the best example of how 2 gone in the 10th. In 1 fantastic play. Looking for another. 0 for 4 the zone. Just putting them in play. It's one off of the hands. Vasquez can't get there. Segura cracks a soft liner to third. The 10th. Chasing one in the dirt. Nola. And deals 1-2. Left shoulder to the wall. After to the 10th. As Bregman
Just outside his reach.
Tucker hits him with a breaking ball, and the Astros are down. Let miss Diaz. Pitch. Diaz steps into his throw.
Set the Phillies. It's hard to explain. I mean, it
1956. The Dodgers. How talented is Lauren Taylor? Capital One. We are inside again. Those seasons was the short 2020 campaign. It's a little different at the bottom given the left-handed screws in right. Bregman and Pena. 2 comes home from Valdez. He rises there, and that's a scoreless top of the 1st inning.
It could start right here with the first pitch back.
First one from Wheeler is
The pitch, and you can't miss it, and he didn't.
He sped up and took advantage on a double. Jose out.
Continue what's wrong, and a good start.
There you go, John.
Well, that's
500 against hard stuff in this post.
part of yesterday taught him one thing. No, they've had a
Waste no time. 2 pitches. What a catch there, Altuve and Pena, and it's 1-0 like season. Calmly plays it, low throw.
Short hops and gets the heat.
Costs him a run. 3-0 Houston. The 3 straight doubles, but then little things. Open this game with a double down the left. Altuve got it for calling loud and making the catch.
Slider, and then it was
maybe a tough match before they leave town. Really a last-minute truck balls, and they say, okay, we've seen Schwarber deposits one into the corner. Work in right field by Tuck. Saw last night, opportunistic. 4th. And then Harper gets the base his first time, struck out. Bregman. 3 scoreless. Enjoy the inning. And Alvarez to start.
that we're used to seeing.
Zach Wheeler turns and throws. And gets
With your fastball, you don't have to have a high percentage.
Here's his 2-1. There's back out there. Want the same hitter really over the first. Zach Wheeler. Bregman.
And he gets a nice jump and went to second base. It's a lot easier.
They get the out at second still and turn 2.
Set up. You know, the bottom line be weapons.
Wheeler waits on his cut down and finishes off 2-3-0 as we go to the 4th.
Well, this is where it started.
Taking those big early blows. Only to and delivers. Gets him.
This guy's so nasty, and he's got one of the best.
They scored 6 runs in last night's game. Bohm walked his first time. Fouls up
sometimes. Mechanic.
Wow. Farmer Valdez looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Astros got 3 runs in the first inning. 3 are settled into your seat here. You've got a short Edmundo Sosa to get Gurriel.
Nothing. You talk about a shock to your system. He dipped those zeros going.
Let miss Diaz. Hackett betting on their projections for what's by the injuries that he dealt with. Busy guy in his 4th inning. Strong throw.
But I guarantee saying we've got a chip away team that hadn't lost a game.
As McCormick.
And you know what?
First time. One of only 2. Leaping. Siri, Harper and Hoskins, 2 guys bottom part of their order trying to solve from 2, giving up just 1 hit through 4. On the
Only 9 out of 24 for strikes. Illusion of 16 being for strikes. And one of the
9. Leadoff base hit postseason. He's 2 for 11 so far. On a 1-0 from Valdez. Takes a strike. Framber Valdez riding his curveball. The 1-2.
Baseline. Handcuffs Pena.
Not exactly what he wanted.
What's called quality starts is because
2-1 on Sosa. Valdez back home 3-2. Strikes out. Hurricane relief. Little first in per inning since.
Style and unique ability to kind of
who had 4 hits all postseason.
Not really much you can correct because he's one four-seam fastball has actually led to
lowest usage of 4 seams in 3 years. Take a different plan based on who they're facing. He's 0-1 pitch. Pena fouls it up.
3 doubles. That'll test you.
Versus the 0-2 comes home. Pena chases. Bruising hitter, but he's also
Big Poppy.
And the shift goes to second one. On to first. Bregman.
Compact swings. Watch how quick he gets pitches when he's given the opportunity.
It is gone!
For Alex Bregman. Home run producing pitches when it does.
Throws again. Lead 5-0 against Nola and Wheeler.
Yeah, no.
Gurriel. Strike 1.
Today, a lot later.
All the way across the diamond. With a 5-run lead. And by Taco Bell. Steal a base. Spins 2-run shot as the Astros leading.
They're not throwing enough strikes with his fastball, but now he
put his foot down. Top of the order for the Phillies. And he goes from anonymous prospect AAA, and he was getting rocked. So even once he got, then it was a double play. In addition to that strikeout, Feathers. Johnny, you touched on this a little bit. Right? This might be a little different, just given the pitching match.
Well, no doubt. They don't have anything other than multiple use pitchers.
First 2 aboard for the Phillies here. Orber and Hoskins setting the table for the Heart for the first time. Got a chance here in the 6th. And he drives.
Gets into the inner third.
First threat for the Phillies tonight. Got him with
2 pitches. That's why he's so
2 tonight. Second one. On to first. Double play. Philly knotted up in this World Series. There's nothing on that.
That's impressive, right?
That's my average. And he has shut the Phillies out through 6 innings. 3-2.
Castellanos swing right there, down in the zone,
all the way to the wall. Nick Castellanos, as we
mentioned, the strength on strength early on, and Valdez
out since. Here we go. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Boom. 1 gone. The third goes just what Dusty ordered. All 4 of those runs have Gene Segura on an 0-1. Gone in the perfect spot. He's got it. A 5-1 game as Gene Segura gets defensively, so this would be a 2 players in 1 spot. Part of the chemistry that this team raves about. Darrow throws. Maton takes a strike.
Got a hit off Phil, so it's fault.
This is caught at third. Alex Bregman strikes. He sits 5-1 to the bottom of the 7th. Connor Brogdon out of the Phillies bullpen. Brogdon 2 Altuve with a strike. Thursday night.
Down, but then look at that.
Hit of the game, and the second one that he's gone wing, and he hops in the cage. Dusty. He's managed 2020. He got him to the post. Here's a 2-2 to Pena. Under it. And Brandon Marsh is over there to catch. I think it's just Alvarez, 2 out. Strike 1. Nasty pitch.
Right here, obviously with the top of the lineup coming.
That's last night. 9-1-2 for the Phillies. He's been on base more than half of the throws. Swing and a miss. 88-footer off Yu Darvish. Well, Kyle Schwarber. It's gone! 13th in the postseason.
I don't even know if Schwarber thought it was a.
It is a crew chief review of the foul ball.
Along. Nobody out. 2-2. Schwarber.
Man, almost.
He's got it. Oh my. And Tucker uses that height. Schwarber, 2 close calls. The fans are right on. Third hitter here in the 8th. The 1-0. Hoskins is late. On a 1-1. Hoskins takes strike. 100 this postseason. 2-0 from Montero. Harper swings and misses. Harper goes Altuve. On comes Tucker and Payne. This is how the inning ends. And it's Alex Bregman leads off. Hand on the pitch for the Phillies. And the lefty's in there with strike.
Do something different.
Set him up a little bit. Strikeout of Bregman. In Philly, I would think is fun no matter what. Let's go party in Philly. She'll take it to the bag. And Tucker's outnumbered in the 9th inning. Castellanos, Bohm.
Probably caddy.
Nice. Okay. 1-2 Tuck fans. 1-2 to Yuli Gurriel. And this game goes to the 9th inning. Lips turned around and said it's straight. The Bohm walked his first time. 0 for 2 that night. We're going to get there, off the wall, time, and a double for Alec Bohm. Segura fouls it off. 2-2. Phillies down to their last out in game. Really needed him to avoid falling into a 2-0.
Did the Houston Astros.
Bowman to score. Yeah. Second of the game tonight for the Astros. On 0-1, stop. Got it. And the Astros have a win in game. In a World Series game since 2000.
Crazy.
The World Series is tied at a game. Perez at the top. The pitchers, Stott, Segura, and
Fastballs to keep him honest. But Bryce is so
all postseason. Does he change that up against this? McCullers to Harper. It's Harper, of course. The man. Nothing fills. 10 years. Phillies 2. Astros. Well, Johnny sure looked ready for a curveball.
He's a great hitter is going to take away one of the strengths of the opposing.
Progressive Insurance, a grand slam for in Phillies. Alec Bohm starts the
fastball that leaked right.
As in gone! Ambush! Alec Bohm's first career postseason. The defense, and has been a whole lot better offense. On a 2-0 from McCullers. Mart
was going to be over the fence.
Track to the wall. He kicked. Phillies. The red banner
for the trends. But it, as we talked about before, like with Yu Darvish, to have given away pitches. It's the entire way.
He's at the track, he's at the wall, gone! Are you more and more...
I was tipping with my glove, the way that's how they were getting it.
1-2 on Haas.
The way your delivery is. If the hitters are good at it, some are not. Some don't when they're at the plate. Is not a fastball, and you can see
an explosion. The South.
Well, it's up there.
Party going here. Swing and a miss. Stanek. 5 home runs from 5 different players.
And he's been connected with it ever since.
2, 3, and 4 for the Astros. Jeremy Pena.
Great job with the separation of a really firm.
Crowds with fame tonight. Along with Pena, Kyle Tucker, 1-1 for the... I have to lead off the 6th.
I'll tell you who's playing Gold Gloves.
This year's gone on. Yordan Alvarez for the first out.
Thompson, he gets to save some bullets now. Got
into a situation like this. Let's pop up to third and an easy play for Bond.
home runs in 5 innings.
Kyle Tucker takes a strike from Brogdon. 1 tonight. Tucker goes down on a for the Phillies in a 7-0 lead. Nick Castellanos leads off and fouls off. Was 2-0 in the World Series first time in. The 6th. Well, Geico's donating tickets to keep adding qualifiers. That's true. Single and a walk. Stott is 0 for 2. And he was there really impressing. Always saying that is a big league quality at bat already. Battle from Stott. This time he's down. Swiss Gene Segura. And how about Gene? Focus and playing with as much purpose. 90 feet for both. And how when he came back from that finger.
Philadelphia hasn't looked back since.
Hold on for a second. Pena. It's hit so high, so we got to wait even longer. The Phillies when 9 hitters, 2 for 2 with
Marsh is one of them.
It's back. Just shy of the track. He's
Still undefeated, right?
7-0, 7th inning. Yuli Gurriel. Now Gibson will
Philadelphia to give him cushion now for bullpen differently now.
feel for Brandon Marsh. One away in the them to Cruz with that pitching staff have been really good all year. Yeah, the bullpen has rounded into shape a long way. And
now there will be some conversation. If a pitcher's on his game, you're looking at I don't know, last 21 to 28.
The slides they'd had late in the seasons recently. They sit in the center, and McCormick with a real agent acquisitions, Schwarber and Harp defense. And then 2 who they draft. They're really a reflection of how do the system and impact it.
And they kept tomorrow might be the first time that this city Thursday.
Beaten Eagles team.
Yeah.
And they're not the biggest in here, Jose Urquidy.
Could do with his rotation, but they want to put this thing over.
Top deck. On the 8th pitch, Schwarber swings and misses.
Strike zone, and it's not turning the corner, and kind of the bad angle of what you're.
A postseason game. The colors of the up there, but got under it. And McCormick's.
What do you do if you've had success against
On the other side, 5 1/3 scoreless inning.
notice or not on what he's pitching and how he's pitching? Foul. I mean, that's why they did what they did. It's a critical and really impressive staff. Differences of the haves and have-nots. So they peaked at the right time. Played in a tough division.
Yeah. Limit him to an inning. Have him available for game.
Gonna throw fastballs.
After all,
It's back to you. And now Philly. Now we got to go to work tomorrow. Soon.
takes his time, throws him out.
And I'm sure there's going to be even when the Chicago Cubs came.
The 2016 Cubs, they won 103 games during the regular season. 3-2 to Jeremy Pena. Is out. Well, for all 3 games is just busted out of looking for his first hit of the game. Astros going to have to get
Start fretting as a staff.
on its way down to Brandon Marsh, who's caught it. Trips to the World Series. Swings it days after the season. He had surgery on it. When he's healthy, he's one of the top hitters in baseball.
Yeah, lineup. That's usually a good thing.
Altuve, Pena, Alvarez, Brett.
He'd make a pitcher work for everything.
Lions or how this works. This walk. They're first and second. He wishes to extend our condolences to our good. And he's showing an ability to stadium. Gave up a run in relief.
Following you.
You were looking at me like double check.
I was not.
On this 1-0 pitch. On to the track, he's got it. Five home runs for some thoughts. Tom Verducci back here in Philly. Going to gobble up what he can. And Harper. I have no idea how you've ever hit a base. And again, this guy had been on the key. This guy comes down to Alex Bregman for the first out of the season. Not to be locked in every single. 1-1. Finally comes into the game looking for the. John, if I had told you, Phillies fans that, they would have said, "Oh boy, it's been a good for 3 games, right?" But then 16 2/3.
Didn't have to really get the adrenaline going.
Trying to give him a shot to find something. Looking for. Joe would always say, "Break the season." Thought to himself when he took over. Near the line, he's got it. A 3-0 pitch.
Well, Philly 2 games in a row in quite some time.
McCormick. Yes!
Psychologically, it's a little easier to deal when you get
2. That's it. And another day with the rain out yesterday.
And they know, one at a time. And we'll be there tomorrow night. Well, they're
in the postseason, 106 wins during this ballpark this postseason. They finished this, including a home run. And the down to the field, Tom Verducci.
Joe, Bryce.
No, I think that's just general conversation. Just trying to get as much.
All right, Tom, the Phillies cruise, and they're going to 2-1. Take it away, KB.
Veterans, please salute. You're invited to join national.
What's so us fight? Or gave proof through that way.
Baseball, the World Series at Citizens Bank Park. Behind 2-1, what's the path back for the Astros trying to get this series back to Houston?
Can he quiet the Philadelphia offense? That's going to be the key.
For the first time, one October legend and one maybe base hits this postseason, 2 short of the record.
Team now in the postseason since Game 1 of the division series, they're averaging.
Continue to love all their teams these days in Philadelphia. To World Series on Fox, presented by Capital One.
is in to a right-hander, away, and you see the numbers. Fastball command.
Off we go in Game 4 with a fastball that's cut out
For the Astros.
Is one wise. A cutter off the 7. Average against his fastballs during the regular season. To Jose Altuve is fouled back.
What the arm side fastball does for
Altuve leading off against Nola. Grounded 1 foul.
And because he can expand the zone against a very
2. Marsh and Castellanos. Brandon Marsh runs under it. Game 1 of the World Series. Christian Vasquez, just his second start of this post. Pena's got a hit in all 3 games in this World Series. Takes a strike.
Can't miss it if you get it.
There's that breaking ball.
Yeah, and it just has
0-2 pitch. 2 gone in the first.
Alvarez is to get out of his funk. He's got to get a pitch away and pepper.
Regular season is 4 for his last 32. He got a pitch away and it missed. Back-to-back pitches away, staying out there.
Oh, baby. And that's just telling that you love pitching on.
Talk about these 2. It is. And Yordan Alvarez has a base hit. Go for Alvarez.
Scorch it. You see how the timing of the bat, that you never know. Even though in the postseason everything's a rally.
On this 1-0 pitch, Bregman watches a fastball tail back in this early, but he could put it wherever he wanted. For this 1-1 on the knuckles, strike 2.
Part of the plate. Bregman's strikeouts, a 3rd.
Home of the 1-2. Back outside, fouled off again.
Like we saw yesterday or last night. Then the offense.
1-2 from Nola. Outside, Gene Segura gets there and whips a fastball to 5 home runs in last night's game. Schwarber, Hoskins, Realmuto, sharpest pitchers in baseball, and the Game 4 starter for the Astros.
Well, the Astros.
Javier rocks and throws and misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Arm angle looks like it's coming uphill. It's like a 3 straight fastballs, and it's 1-2.
Well, he does all that nobody sees in the zone. He's going to see 190 they're hitting. That's
Delivers another 1-2, and Schwartz up Diaz shy of the track for the first out.
And he also likes the ball inner half, but the ball up will give
1-0. Backing out of play. It's in the 6 games here. Rob Thompson, it's
defensive if he gets ahead of him.
Down.
Had that more in
Haskins with a payoff pitch. Pena calls off Altuve. 2 up and 2 balls. In fact, gives up more fly.
Catching this many games.
Strike 1, slider. Bullseye, 1-2. Javier fires the 1-2 and strikes him out, getting a chase with the slider.
That changeup would have been an effective pitch had he got it off the plate. It cut.
Forgotten man, the forgotten hero in that game, with the Phillies, of course, rallying to win.
That's an out if he puts it in play.
Strike 2, 2 pitches, 2 swings.
That pitch worse than it really was. It's
on a breaking ball, and it gets to the wall. A leadoff double in the second.
The Astros, who have not created any stress the last 12 or 13
run for the Astros. Puts the first one in play gently to third. Tucker trying to. This is Kyle Tucker. He hits.
It's a fast twitch. You got to think on your feet, but you have to think before something happens.
Malt, second start of the postseason for the fact that he is a better offensive player than Martin Maldonado. On a 1-0. Got hit.
Diaz is up and really hasn't had much, but he's got a chance to get his team on the board. And really all he has to do, if he
fouls it off. And boy,
well, that fastball was a good one, because now the Astros have done a good job so far with 2.
Fouled off.
And when the swing's that big, it invites a lot of swing and miss.
On another 1-2, he chases a couple of feet off of the
take out. Wrong place for the Astros.
First pitch. Right down the middle.
The question will be in this at bat, does Nola jam on?
McCormick takes very high. Took third and a ground out from Gurriel. His 1-1. Ball spins down and away. Altuve
to hit one off the end of the bat. And I guess that's the only thing you get work.
2-1. Strike 2. 2-2 pitch. Got him! This was a pennant-winning home run. His first swing of the World Series. And
a lot on the first pitch.
See here. Oh, how about a first pitch? Here's Maldonado. That's a strike 1-1. That's what Javier does.
He does. He throws it. And that's the spot right there, top of the zone. And that's a ball. Now Javier can go a little bit.
Called strike on Harper all postseason. He's swinging, but he probably feels like should have been strikes.
Yeah, well, that was
his payoff. Harper leaves it up in the leadoff walk. So Harper's on, and Castellanos is up. Back-to-back sliders to catch the fastball with the kind of movement that it has. Sticks with the breaking stuff. 3 in a row.
Barrel to ball is more down than up and flat. So
it's Alec Bohm.
It doesn't mean you go away from your.
4 straight breaking balls from Javier and 4. One gone. He got a fastball and he fouled it off.
Starts going towards second base as the pitch is delivered.
If the toughest 2-strike pitcher in baseball this year. It's an interesting here. Javier home. Ball left it up there. Ball 1. Who's 1-2 pitch? Here's foul back. Guessing game for the hitters. It was a slider, but it was ball out of hand.
Yeah.
Harper runs. Bohm swings and misses. Not in time.
Picked a good pitch here. And not a great.
Those 7 runs yesterday without doing this. They had the 7 runs off. One of them there. And that's a season. Play for Pena. Christian Javier with a couple scoreless innings. It begins March 2023. Taiwan, Japan, Arizona. Looks up, steadies, throws, and gets it.
Altuve, he took a pitch outside part of the plate. Hands if he gets those kind of pitches from groundouts.
Breaker for a strike on Pena. Below, the count evens 1-1.
I actually think, I know it's going to sound crazy, but
Kicks and deals, a 1-2 pitch. Yeah, I mean, a pitcher is good.
I always say in a lineup in a...
Nola comes back home, and Pena strikes out on a breaking ball.
Hitting coach Alex Sin trying to go to the batting cage with him. Turns out he did not take his adjustments into the game. Went 0 for 4.
Success, it can unlock that confidence that goes wayward. So
1-1 pitch. Alvarez shoots towards the gap, but Schwarber's there, and that's the inning. Segura trying to break out of a slump. He's 3 for 2-0. Vasquez out of room. It's another thing to hit it. The week before he turned 18. Now most international, third year in the big leagues. And his first season, he only moved into the rotation and has their 2-2 for Chas McCormick. One away.
There that don't quite add up based on the stuff that
Schwarber waits as Marsh takes ball 4.
Hits with his legs, but when he's in,
a curve is in for a strike
before BP, and he brought that into play.
Good lead at first from Marsh as Schwarber hits one down the line, but foul. Another 0-2. Back-footed, but missed. 1-2 pitch. There goes Marsh. Schwarber takes strike 3. Vasquez throws. Another chance for him to do it in front of his home crowd. 2-0 pitch. Vasquez right to the first baseman, Gurriel. No score after. Marsh. Another first pitch out for no.
Out of it. Javier with 2 runners on second.
One swing can decide it. Tucker doubled his first time off a break.
A long time ago. Watch film for information this game that you didn't do well.
Tucker fouls it off 1-2. His first time. Right for Castellanos. Right at Gurriel. That's a base hit. Marsh hustles over to cut it off.
Gurriel's got some hits, but they haven't been that variety.
So now it's Christian Vasquez. Home to Vasquez. Back-to-back 2-out hits for the Astros.
Yet to cash in.
And 4 first in game 4. Left short. Bryson Stott throws to get him. Slider that he got, JT Realmuto, who leads off his 4th inning. Really 2 games to 1 in this World Series. Realmuto's down on a high fastball. Bryce Harper. Biggest star on the biggest stage. Harper fouls it back. A 13-year, $330 million.
The obvious early age one.
Down swinging here. Christian Hop pitching. Walking. Everything he did was just kind of
tight ball game right here.
2-2.
Only takes 1 mistake. You can't think like that.
41 postseason games. Castellanos down swinging and
everything. That is actually the funnest part of your job.
Short from short left field. Bryson Stott's throw is late.
And you know what, Joe? We've yet to see him kind of go. I know he's a
leadoff man on. Altuve late on a fastball.
And the reason he's making an adjustment from start to start, he made too many mistakes.
Left base hit Jose Altuve. With it, Rob Thompson is not going to wait around. He sends Caleb Cotham out. Tucked way in. Pena swings away and comes up empty on a breaker.
Curveball away. Changeup that looked like a fastball that he.
A rookie. Rips it so hard that they just go station to station, and the base for Aaron Nola. So that bullpen very well.
And in this situation right here, if you're Rob Thompson,
left-hander Yordan Alvarez gets hit by the first pitch, and then
this guy no room for error. And obviously first pitch. Pretty good pitch after drilling somebody.
Here it comes. That's a fair ball. He'll duck him with a 2-run double.
Cannot have a big swing. 0-2. He's Alvarado had to face. He's one of their best, and he's been awesome.
Tucker is left. He's there. Here comes number 3. Bregman is in there safely.
Houston Astros is one of the best contact teams in baseball.
He's got Bregman at third and one away. He bounces one down the line, fouls in 19.
Well, if I'm Alvarado, I'm throwing that.
1-2. Gurriel with a 2-strike hit. Houston, they win 15. Strike 1 on Vasquez. Eighth man to the plate in the inning for the Astros is down and swinging. It's another snapshot of how.
Never know when guys are going to get on track or click. The top of the order.
The 1-2. There goes Gurriel. Pitches inside. Realmuto's throw is. Castellanos over and out of room. It's another 3-2. Diaz takes strike 3.
Where that is to start his swing. Well, with a foul, my strength, even though it
literally not sweaty. Joss misses here, 2-2.
Oz Ocampo, who as the Astros international scouting director signed.
He signed when he was 21. A 1-2 to stop. Another fastball.
This offense has seen some
here in the 5th. A weak contact. And how about this? Together with the help of their card holders, they've donated over $65 million moving forward here, but they've burnt one of the big ones.
Yeah, and a must-win.
Chas McCormick swings and misses. Strike 1 at Citizens Bank Park. Diehard Eagles fan. Good slider from Bellotti.
Big at bat. That one hit. That 1 for 3.
Way up there when it comes down in the corner. Oh, 2 guns still be weighing on him, but he says comes back now. Will flag down and a 1-2-3-6 inning. 9-hitter Brandon Marsh grounds it foul, strike 1.
And the game plan so far, because
a 1 to Marsh. Diaz, he's out of room. Again, he was part of a combined no-hitter back
in a row. And they're doing their part right now at 5-0.
They're starting the 6th. Candy Jose Altuve. 1 gone in the Foreman. The velocity kept ticking up. He's somebody who will
tilt to that 4-seamer.
Home with a 2-2. Schiff, Pena knocks it down, throws him out.
The top hand. They knew that coming in, but Javier's fast. That's why they're hitting the bottom of the baseball, even as the lineup turns around and they keep.
Cold-blooded again.
Is going to have this would be a classic slider.
Pena, Christian Javier.
Pitch to hit because not trained to really see the ball that high. Loaded.
Back foot breaker gets him. 89 homers this postseason. That adds up to on a 2-strike pitch. And Stott come together, and Stott makes the catch. Tucker takes the walk.
And in a short period of time, the better feel you have.
We stretch. They have a 5-0 lead, and we welcome you back inside. That's given up 4 runs on 4 solo home runs over. Behind 1 and Brian Abreu's all-star break. Strikes out Realmuto with a tight slider.
They're now 1 for 29. And of course, that's back a victory. And then game 2, rain out, and what that did for the Phillies.
Harper down, swinging, 2 gone, but giving up 13 runs in this postseason.
Less invincible when you. For Alvarado.
Abreu strikes out the side. And the
effective for Philadelphia.
Including a scoreless 1 and a 3rd in the game 1 win, and he strikes out Vasquez for the first.
Weird game. A lot of strikeouts for the Astros.
Trying to continue with the Astros have go 56. And in this ball from Eflin. Diaz is down swinging. That's back-to-back. Yeah, right? Tomorrow probably won't be quite as relaxed. And the save face. Gather some momentum going into tomorrow's game.
Mechanics that you get connected to, and when you execute.
Eflin tried to strike out the side, and he does. He's been cancer-free since 2016. The 1-0 pitch. Strike one on Bone. And Chas McCormick moves over to left. Leading off the 8th. Swinging and missing. 2-2. There's pitched in 4 games, then got injured. Coming into this year, his full count pitch. Strikes out Bone. One gone. And they got a walk tonight from Harper in the 2nd.
Outs, pop-ups, ground balls, and a lot of that.
0-2 pitch. McCormick, who just moved over there, settles under it. Combined no-no. Tonight 6 from Javier. Struck out 9. Shoots one to right. That hangs up. Astros tonight 5 runs on 9 hits. Scoring in this game. And it's been more than enough for the
of innings. And the teams that
massive advantage.
Players out.
Doc circles around it and throws high, but Husky has a hit in. Scorcher from Jeremy Pena.
A football game between those two cities exists.
Still on the move to the track. He's got it. And one. Hand delivers. Bregman down the line foul. Innings for the Astros. 3 pitchers combined. Javier goes 2. Back. Now comes on. He's got it. Presley's pitched in 8 games in this postseason. 2-2 from Presley. Fouled off. With the first 3 innings. 2-2. Got a chase and one gone. And Kyle Schwarber. No-hitter in 118 years of the Fall Classic. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Going to try to use his highest leverage guys as soon as he can.
This crazy pitch.
Ball.
Good take, ball 4. First is 0 for 3. Who is they try to win the World Series? A strike and it's 1-1.
Yeah, honestly,
they'd also love to run that pitch count of Presley's.
Absolutely.
With he's there. Wow, he caught it. Real Muto. By Bregman. Throw across in time. The Astros. Javier. The first 6. And then it was Don Larson in 1956.
They outperformed.
Down to the field, Tom Verdue.
Play for this and make it like that special is even better. It's gonna be effective and it's gonna do the job.
Papá Dios sabe, cuando estuvo positivo, oré bastante y vamos a lograr.
Yeah, that we're gonna stay positive with God helping us. We can do it. República Dominicana y el mundo entero. ¿Qué este momento significa para ti y tu familia?
All-time World Series game, the 2nd no-hitter. Don Larson. Now tied at 2 games apiece.
Can you see whose broad stripes so gallantly shield
Honoring America.
They get the performance they got in the 5th inning spread out. They're going.
Now, if form holds, Harper is going to see more. The exact recipe of his pennant-clinching home run.
To lose back-to-back games this postseason. Then after
Altuve could get his first home run tonight.
A little bit of film you're talking about. Jordan Bates, time from the same team with Syndergaard from the Angels.
And when they came in, he made Nola
Altuve to the warning track at the wall. Altuve opposite field, 2nd. He's got a triple.
Try to pull this ball. When you're on bobble right here, cost an extra base because Altuve then saw it and went to 3rd. So just think about that. I mean,
not an 0-1 pitch. Paying the board just like that.
I don't know.
He's on the verge doing something big.
Yeah, he's
young Barry Bonds. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He strikes out. Pena does go. Alvarez pokes one along, 3rd foul.
Because what? So if a ball's hit on the ground and Pena.
For another 3-2 pitch. Pena runs again. A swing and a miss. Throw down.
And you see where he blocks the bag. Well, you can't block the bag if you go in feet.
Controls the running game as well as anybody. A strike on Bregman. The out. Slugger at the plate. 2 outs on 1 movement. And now 0-2. 0-2. That's the inning. So the Astros get a time out of it in Game 5. Schwarber, Hoskins, and Real Muto. All these guys getting the cartoons. It looked like he was going to exercise the demons right then. He started Game 1 going top of the zone. His first pitch of the game is a fastball. He gets the high strike on count. Field and gone! Of course he did!
No longer 36 hitless.
No, they snapped that, buddy.
Get on top, and they did.
Reese Hoskins climbs in. The last no-hitter in the postseason.
When you get no hit or when somebody dominates you on what they did yesterday.
0-2 to Hoskins, very high, 1-2. And we go down to Ken Road. 1-2 to Hoskins. Ken, Jordan Alvarez is there to cut it off for the first out. Redemption tonight against another guy who's going to throw a bunch of them. Here's J.T. Real Muto.
Bats. And the one thing that. And those were a little bit more late.
Without question. But there's most. Check swing from Real Muto, and the count.
Trying to undo every moment that doesn't go your way. Baseball at this time of the year, it gets magnified.
Altuve's got
it over and over again until he has that moment. And
Tarper. Went after a first pitch fastball.
When they foul balls, the Phillies did 27 total.
It's another fastball. And this is how the Astros. Here's a 1-1. Harper takes a fastball low. On this 2-1, he watches another fastball miss. Trip to the World Series game. Never to do it. His 3-2. Back up there, but misses. And he's walked Harper.
Breaking ball down in the zone for that base hit. And that's.
See if Verlander goes to that script. He does. First pitch. 0-1. Swing the other. Wacky to the left center field. Alvarez is on, and one of the postseason. After 46 to lead the National League, he hit a pair of home runs. He's gone 1 for 10. Syndergaard lets it go. Tucker fouls it off. Adjustments. Who's going to do so fastest?
Ball down.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here, and then coming to the Phillies at the deadline. It's behind 2-1.
Hitter sees the same pitcher.
On 2-1, Tucker watches a spinner for a strike. And to your point, Tucker leads off the second. He can't lay off the high heat.
Two-seam action out of Syndergaard, and then raising the eye.
To a throwback to the earlier Noah Syndergaard. He's been mostly two-seam this year. On an 0-1. Real Muto, round number 2. 3 of this World Series.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And this is what Hensley struggled with in his first start. And a souvenir.
Against a stingy offense, and a lot of those
came with 2 strikes. 0-2 again. Good take. Ball 1. Looking for a 1-2-3 second. One, 2. Oh, he got a lot of the play, but got a swing and a miss. Up. That high fastball from Verlander leads to a first pitch up. .com.
Justin.
First pitch curve lands for a strike on. So 1 stop. The infield. Altuve and Pena. It's the shortstop Pena.
The defense. That's the kind of action you want.
Who's in baseball. The first pitch and yanks a base hit into left field.
Sometimes those game plans work, and sometimes
the 9 spot. Takes a ball. First time he's gone behind 1 in Game 3. A 1-0. It's a fastball high. To Marsh. Down the left field line, foul.
Ball. And got rewarded with that double.
I'll go away in the 6-5 loss. 3 balls, 1 strike on the 9-hitter.
Well, this will be the best pitch Marsh.
That's what Marsh has struggled with. Leaves that fastball upstairs. And
timing was absolutely perfect. Just tomahawked it. See a lot of pitches. He does swing at a lot of pitches.
First one from Verlander is a spinner that lands. Strike 1. Schwarber.
That's in.
Takes the ball. Back-to-back break. On this 1-1, Schwarber leaves it face high. Ball 2. Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here it comes. It is a breaking ball that misses badly, and the bases are
first and second, nobody out. First pitch swinging big. It is a rally. And this is a good meeting at the mound here. You got Hoskins.
Yes, and he did.
And that's just a great
here in front of his home crowd. Hoskins chops one along third, foul, and it's quickly 0-2.
To trust your catcher. It's an 0-2 count.
Verlander throws.
A great pitch, and he trusted his catcher. One of the best behind.
Ryan Stanek, 1-2. Way high. Took off on it. 2-2. Segura single.
Martin wants it away.
That's where he put it and got a swing and a miss. Philadelphia has placed rocket one more time in 2022. Tied at 1.
0-1.
Something. Phillies and Noah Syndergaard, and he had better for the Astros.
Weekly hit, and Nick Castellanos puts it away. And take us through that.
Will be a different version from this point on.
Maldonado with 1 away. It takes a strike. And we would line up exactly with what you said. 1 ball, 1 strike on his battery.
Right here, right here.
It's fouled in the box. 2-2. Big deal for Brandon Marsh. 2 up, 2 down.
I mean, seriously. Altuve.
Who doubled off the top of the wall to start the game. That's outside ball. Back-to-back, really good pitches. 1-1 game, 1-1 pitch. Right back there.
Altuve got that big hit on a pitch in.
Into the back, candy hot Bryson Stott and a strong arm defense.
Talk about the mascot.
Be honest, you told the truck. Real Muto starts the bottom of the 3rd. Takes a strike from Justin Verlander.
And that's what he did last inning.
That's out.
That's when he's good. When he's
his 1-1 to Real Muto is fouled off Maldonado. Hitter.
1-2.
All right, it's like 230 more innings caught than anybody
handling every inning.
On a 2-2 from Verlander. Realmuto's down swinging, and he's now 1 for
in shape. Studs, according to his manager, Rob Tom.
Rise to the occasion in front of these fans. First one from Verlander is sliced down the line, foul. But at the base of it all, he wanted a city that felt like home, that admires those qualities and embodies those qualities in a lot of. On a 1-1 pitch.
Ball, no.
Wanted to cut it loose, but check. Fouls this one back, 2-2.
Because when you're, again, we talk about strategy. You got to make.
Ball, it's in.
Full count.
Has contributed, and that's what's going to.
Verlander. His 3-2. Another fastball and another walk for Bryce Harper.
But that breaking ball down again with the swing plane that we've seen out of Nick. Balls that he was underneath and fouling. And I'm
trigger that rally. Down 5-0. It is a fastball, and it's a strike season. It is 35th postseason start. That's a pick. That's
ball was changing directions as he was jumping.
With a big second out. His first time.
By the way, I'm going to go on the record right now. As a hitter, he's a doubles machine.
Before the season started, just the product of lockout. A lot of the free.
He's too good of a hitter, and you get into a funk. Off of Verlander if he executes his pitch. Kind of shading him
times. Up the Bryce game in the 3rd is Stott. Stumble from Tucker, but he regains his balance and makes the catch. Pena has hit in all 5 games in this World Series. 6-game draft pick in 2018. He had played in 100 quickly. Leads off this 4th in a 1-1 game and chases strike 1. Out of baseball powerhouse. 10. Didn't know any English at that. And snow off the field. And that's partly with the pop, partially with the shovel in it made. Black Bear on an 0-2 pitch. Takes outside, ball one.
And that's a great. He's used every pitch.
1-2. Ball. 2-2. An exclamation. And into the track, at the wall. Pena's done it again. And a youngster ready for the moment when he's got postseason. All that shoveling, who they've gained confidence in, is Pena homering against Noah Syndergaard. And that changeup is the good again.
Yeah, good.
But he's retired 16 of the 18. 3 straight change-ups, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Way harder after seeing slow.
There it was. Explodes out of his first time on a 2-2 pitch. It is another fastball, and it was right where. Alex Bregman just off the topper, who comes up gunning for the second.
But that one went the other way. This is on. Hits that little fence, comes right back to Schwarber.
For Tucker. Tucker, 1-0. That looking foul.
Nobody, well, only one person slugged better.
Elite defense. Takes a strike behind 1 and 2.
Left-hander, and of course,
Brogdon fires. Well, with his changeup, Tucker, 51 postseason games of experience of clinching. Tucker down swinging. It's the change.
The way that he throws it, little pronation, turns it over, has a little fade.
Real patient. A look at Bregman in a 1-2. He struck him out with a high fastball. Justin Verlander. Give up the leadoff home run to Kyle Schwarber.
You feel like you're in the 6th or 7th when you're only.
Before it comes down and gets in.
Oh man, was that
walk? Son of a former big leaguer. His dad Geronimo, parts of 7 seasons.
It was going to be a superstar. I was quite surprised at
so many of these guys, so much big game experience. And then it comes from a bunch of family there, goes back, sees them, and 1-1 to Marsh.
Well, the other thing that Dusty Baker said that was that part of that last year experience, he was
pinpoint fastball. Verlander turns it up
for this postseason.
1 and 2. Top of the 4th. Winner takes a 3-2 here in the 4th on a 2-2. Schwarber got another curve, and this one he took looking. Of the World Series Saturday night, David Hensley fouls off the first pitch from Connor Brogdon. Minor leaguer to start in the World Series. He's behind 0-2 here.
Assume, and you never know when your number's going to get called.
Leads off the 5th. Down swinging on a changeup, which is noteworthy because he's the one guy that's thrown McCormick with 1 away. 2 innings and 2 scoreless innings from a guy like
Alvarado.
Saturday. On ball.
The odds of all 6 being in there.
Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 5 Ks for Connor Brogdon. Son of a big leaguer, but he makes sense. Leads off against Justin Verlander. It's a slider, and that's how he attacked him the first time. Verlander home with an 0-1. Another slider, Tom Verducci. His 1-1 is a fastball. Letter high, swung on and missed.
He started with 10 in a row, or 9 or 10 in a row. But they're not going to let
the 1-2 to Rhys Hoskins. Taken away, 2-2. Dusty Baker told us before way or the other, not quite sure. He might lean on the resume. Strike.
He emptied the tank in the first 2 or 3 innings.
And Real Muto dives to the knees, and boy, does he have in 19. And then deals with significant arm problems through it. The monotony, the grind. Third Cy Young likely coming.
Learning his body, learning things.
Home with another 1-2. Ball just high.
and impose my will, and that's what he seems to be doing.
Gone in the fifth. Fouls off a high fastball. Tucker bobbles it in the corner. Tying run in scoring position.
Stubborn, swinging, foul off high fastballs. He got one.
2-1. Castellanos pops it foul, and it's 2-2.
Better off the plate, and if he does it again, well.
2-2 pitch. Fastball is spoiled. Good in this first year. Chance for a big one here. 2-2. Fouls it off.
He threw that fastball. 97.
Pitch. Down the line. Foul.
And those are breaking balls, curveballs, and I think the
Castellanos pops it. Perez is there, and Justin Verlander gets out of it.
Thinking about going back out.
Top of the order for the Astros. Another 1-2.
You good, brother?
Off Real Muto. 230 more innings of that than anybody. 300 since. Although a guy that has 20. Mound, not an easy play for Gene Segura. Not in time.
As fast as he gets from home to first. Lineup is where they get everything done. They got it going in the fifth, and 1-2
pitch. Pena's down swinging.
Face that.
This is the part of the order that Tyson stopped. 2 out in the 6th.
1 run at a time for each team. I figured.
Alvarado to Bregman with the 1-1 pitch. Almost hit him. Really calmly.
Yeah, right off the foot.
That lefty-lefty matchup they like with Alvarado here. First one from Alvarado is down in the zone. Check swing foul. Bank Park. Mention that trip. Fires 1-1. Ahead of Tucker 1-2.
Well, one of his biggest old time, and for a reliever, that's
Hoskins to the bag and the top of the 6th. The 2022 World Series on Fox is presented a 1-run game. Neris, the longtime Philly. Castellanos in the 7th inning of game 1 for 2. Fouls it off. 1-2. Majors. It's the runner-up for Rookie of the Year, and Neris. Boom. To the gap. Leadoff base hit for Alec Bohm.
The jam in the 5th. It looked like a reunion with an old friend. Talk about the.
They're a really tough lineup.
Justin, you navigated this lineup.
And hold on to this thing.
It is Tucker at the left, and the center fielder McCormick would take charge. Yeah, and you're not getting it, are you, buddy? Represents the go-ahead run. The 1-2 pitch. Got him. Fastball to the out. Justin Verlander in his 9th World Series start, looking for that.
I think we expected a few more of them.
Oh my goodness, Brian. Ouch. He'll take it though. 1-0 pitch. Got it. Low throw, but caught by Gurriel.
No matter what, but you would like to.
And Dominguez certainly has been higher on the totem pole in the postseason. Gurriel on 1-2. John can't get it. And the leadoff man is
right away, and he almost closed it.
Friday, and he rusts there. 1-2. Dominguez deals. Look out! Off the glove of Real Muto.
Yeah, totally gets away. You could hear the lookout call
with those. Runner holds, stopped to first in time.
And the third base runner reads it. Can't defend.
The 1-1. Boom throws, and they've got Gurriel. Hoskins joins the party, runs him down.
A little wobbly, but that was a.
Straight back, out of. Stops there. And Sir Anthony Dominguez in the skins, and we stretch in a 2-1 game tonight.
And this is why I think
the identity this year has been about bouncing back. Back-to-back games in this postseason. World Series has disappeared. Abreu's 1-2. Hoskins launches strike 3 to the outside. Straight from Double-A in 2019. Strike on Realmuto.
And his big frame goes downhill. Unload.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I know it's high stress, everything magnified. All-time record for a single postseason. You all fastballs. You got another and just missed it. 2-2 pitch. Done. Bregman's over there. He's got it. Brian Abreu in his first year in the minors. Last this guy. Fouls it off 1-1.
It's beautiful. When it's not, he swings up now.
Altuve runs and pops to his feet in time to take nobody out.
Tried to deke Altuve going into second. He's
finished. The book far from closed though. Those out. Alvarez over near the sidewall. It's out of play. Rob. Fair ball. Hoskins knocks it down, and his only play is that
run is and the ball
21. But it's been enough. 1-2 on Bregman. This is going better than the football game. 3. Castellanos over. Does he have room? Not quite. 8th pitch here. That's it. Inside, and he takes the walk. Now, Tucker, after hitting the 2 home runs in game 1. There you go. 17. On an 0-1. This makes a running catch. His defense continues along. Mancini fouls it off. They've given him nothing, so he went with a rip. Payoff pitch. Got him. Bottom falls out of that one. Bottom of the 8th inning. 3-1 Astros in front. Today it was because of the pitching, because of the bullpen game. They've pitched pretty well. The 3-2 pitch. Ball 4 on Castellanos, who's got a lead
by Justin Verlander, but more importantly,
off walk. 1-2 to the plate. Down swinging. 3-0 pitch. That's a full pitch walk. Top. Segura. Streak. Castellanos has got to third. But trying to do something he's not done all year, and that is 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Ryan Presley for out. 2. Fair ball and picked by Matt. As that 8th inning went on, could they do enough there to guarantee that Harper gets his 0-2? Eflin has no play. Infield hit. Dave hits for him and is out there defensively.
Run scored. You now have 5 in this game.
Eflin's 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2 in Verlander. And the pen is given up. Got him swinging. It's through the right side and a base hit for Maldonado. Bottom of the order. 2 for 3. A walk and a couple. 1-1. Been there through all these great years, too. Altuve. Bag 1, running throw. In time. To the plate will be Bryce Harper. He's going to have to earn it. Hoskins, Realmuto, and Harper cut. First pitch of the night. Hoskins pops it. On a 1-2, Hoskins down, swinging on a high fastball. Dusty Baker. The game 1 hero
has opened in your stance. Eventually you're going to close.
On the move, he's at the track, he's at the wall, makes the grab.
At first base and now in center field.
Castellanos on deck. On a 2-1 pitch in the bottom of the 9th. He got hit. Old Nick.
Yeah. Well, just trying. Yeah.
Cast out. Cast Tucker on, it falls. balls, and it's strike two. Ryan Presley believing on a 3-2 pitch to Nick Castillo. There he goes. Here it comes. Pena's there. Steps into the throw. Astros take it. And Jeremy Pena, the star of the offensive show.